That was a really, really interesting response. Um, and I think Howard has a question for you as far as how the average people wrap their heads around this, because I think this is the domain for people of monetary theory, and the question is how can we bring this idea to be popularized by the people? And I think that's what Howard wanted to ask.
Yeah, I have a question. Hi, Bill.
Hi.
As we know that Bitcoin's got a very complex technical system. So, do you think that will the people trust it without understanding how it works?
Yes, because, well, for example, the people have no idea how money works right now. Even our own legislators here in the United
Yeah.
States, U.S. congressmen, even heads of financial committees will typically say things that let you know that they don't understand that virtually all money is created out of nothing as an interest-bearing debt, not by the government, not by the Federal Reserve System, but by the commercial bank. And when they first hear this, most people just don't believe it because they have been led to believe that the Federal Reserve is part of the U.S. government. And so thereby the government is doing things to not only create the money but to protect us and make money serve the public interest. That's not the case at all. The Federal Reserve is a private corporation. It's admitted it themselves. U.S. federal courts have ruled repeatedly that it's a private corporation. And a private corporation can only, by definition, serve its stockholders. All of the Fed stockholders are the commercial banks of the United States. Therefore, the Federal Reserve System can never serve the public interest. It must serve the corporate interest. It must serve the banking interests.
Hmm.
And that's what's killing the economy of the United States. That's why the U.S. economy is literally in a death spiral from which it can never escape profitably for the middle class under the current conditions. That's why you see things like Bitcoin, this rampant experimentation going on. Although people may not understand exactly what's wrong, they know something is wrong.
I can,
And so as throughout history, they try to circumvent, they try to find a workaround around this system, and that's what's going on today. So people, to wrap up, to get back to your question, people don't understand how money is created right now. They're faced with a lot of average people who don't know anything about economics,
Mhm.
and they're asking me every single day, gee, how do I buy some Bitcoin? These are people who can barely use a computer.
Really? That makes my prediction of 200 to 300 cryptocurrencies in 2014 that much more real. That was an excellent question.
What is
He is the guy who I interviewed last week about FATCA and Bitcoins, and we had a very interesting conversation about he believes that cryptocurrencies are going to start showing up on financial companies' financial statements. Not financial companies, regular companies' financial statements. And it's very interesting because he admitted that at the same time, the Taiwanese authorities have no clue whatsoever how to audit Bitcoins coming into Taiwan. So they're trying to stave them off from getting into Taiwan, but at the same time, they recognize that this is a force that they can't control. And there's already Taiwanese companies who have cryptocurrencies on their financial statements.
Oh, there's already a major company in a Central American nation, let's put it that way. I won't specify. That's making a big business from doing just that, from showing companies how to buy into the Bitcoin market and how to avoid taxation issues. This is already a multi-million-dollar business, and it's just going to continue.
Definitely.
It can't be stopped. Now that humanity has learned how to make their own workaround currencies, this is a giant force that's been suppressed for at least a century. It cannot be stopped. There's just way too much pressure.